Hello everybody! This is Milky. Today I'm going to share with you the marriage candidate information about another farming sim game that's on my must playlist for next year, which is Rune Factory 5. For those of you who aren't familiar with the Rune Factory series, it started off as a spin-off of the Harvest Moon series and later became so popular and started to have its own series. Rune Factory has all of our beloved farming sim elements like growing crops, crafting, and fishing, but added so much more such as fighting and monster riding and other RPG elements. Today, I will share all the already released Rune Factory marriage candidates with you. Personally, I love Rune Factory 5's character design and art style. If you are interested in Rune Factory 5 and want to see more informational video for it, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to create another video to share all the new gameplay and features they added to Rune Factory 5. And let's get started! The first marriage candidate I want to introduce is Priscilla. She's a pink-haired, bubbly, and gentle girl who's also a bit clumsy. She frequently makes mistakes, but she's so cute and cheerful, so it's easy to forgive her. An interesting side of her is that she tries to prepare for everything at once and is surprisingly reliable sometimes. Priscilla was born and raised in the Bars, which is the main town where our character will stay in Rune Factory 5. Because of a sad incident in her past, Priscilla becomes scared of leaving this town, but she really wants to overcome this fear. Oh, I love her pink hair, and I can't wait to find out more about the mysterious incidents that happened in her past. Hopefully, our main character will be able to help her to overcome her fear. And one interesting thing to note is that Rune Factory usually finds pretty good voice actors for their characters in-game, and Priscilla's voice actor is Inori Minase. She is also the voice actor of Rem, who is a really popular character from ReZero. And the second marriage candidate I want to share is Martin. You can probably already tell from his clothes that he's a craftsman, and his goal is to become the best blacksmith. He's the quiet and distant type, so he's easily misunderstood by people, but there's a rumor in town that he actually secretly names all his favorite tools. I love that interesting side of him, and I need to find out what are the names of his tools. He's really into his job and always thinking about blacksmithing until he meets our main character, and then his world starts to change. I'm guessing our main character will probably also help him become less misunderstood by the town people. Even though Martin has the typical cold and misunderstood backstory, I love his portrait art, and he has an interesting cute side. Being a blacksmith and cold reminds me of Gray from Harvest Moon Mineral Town. I guess every farming sim game has its Gray. Now let's introduce Scarlet. She's a half-elf girl who is currently working as a member of a vigilante security organization that protects the country border. She's a tough and serious girl who's good at fighting. Her goal is to become an elite like her father, even though she appeared to be firm and serious, but she was just actually trying really hard for her job. She has her secretly girly and cutesy side. She definitely reminds me of Forte from Rune Factory 4, and I'm guessing she's probably a great character to invite into the team and fight together. The next character I want to share is Murakumo. From his ear and tail, you could probably already tell he's a war animal, and he also runs the only inn in town. Even though he can appear to be rough and careless, he's actually filled with positivity and empathy. He loves to make his guests happy, and he goes above and beyond to make sure every guest in the inn enjoys a great service. After meeting our main characters, it seems like we will be able to give him advice and help him improve his inn. I love his traditional Japanese outfit and definitely looking forward to visit his inn. From the released picture, it seems like his inn still also provides the hot bath service like the previous version, so we will continue to have a great way to regenerate our health and stamina. Murakumo also has an older sister who of course also is a war animal named Misasaki. She seems like the strong and reliable type, and she loves her daughter who is a super cute pink hair girl called Hina. Hina has an interesting personality. She's quite whimsical and is always super interested in new things. I'm super happy to see that a lot of Tang people also have interesting backstories and personalities. And then let's take a look at a very unique character called Fuqua. I'm hoping that I'm pronouncing her name correctly. She's also a weird animal girl who traveled around the world before finally arriving in Tang. Seems like she had a really hard past, and she can't speak or read or write human language at the start. She will slowly become familiar with the Tang people and finally starts to smile. Luckily, she has a great wild instinct that can help her tell whether somebody is telling a lie or not. I'm hoping to find out more about her past, why can't she speak, and maybe there was some fighting between the humans and the world animals in this world. I'm definitely interested to find out more about the backstory and the lore of this whole Rune Factory 5 world. And the next character I want to share is Reinhardt. He's a young knight who swore to protect the kingdom. He's good at politics and fighting, and also is really knowledgeable, so the Tang people really relies on him. But there might be another dark side of him. The reason why he visits this small town is mysterious. I wonder if he will become an enemy to our main character because of his secret mission. He definitely seemed to play a big part in the main story. Now I will introduce Lucy. She's Priscilla's childhood friend and she's super outgoing and active. Because Priscilla has no sense of danger, Lucy always tries to protect her so she won't get hurt. She's super good at becoming friends with people fast, but she gets lonely very easily. A funny thing about her is that she hates to lose and is always challenging the main character to some kind of contest. I wonder what kind of challenges she will give us, and is it some kind of mini game we can play in game? It will be super cool if we can get rewards by winning her challenges. And let's take a look at Lucas. He's a mysterious traveler who loves to find new discoveries, but he has lost his memory when he arrives in town. He knows that he come to town to investigate some very important thing, but he just can't remember what is it. Even though he lost his memory, he still has a lot of knowledge about certain things like ores and herbs, and he keeps a record of everything he discovered in his notes. Wow, he's another character with secrets hidden in game. He seems like the detective of this game, and certainly seems the most mature among all the bachelors. I wonder whether we will help him regain his memories, and what was he investigating in the town. And let's introduce Ludmila. She's a succubus girl who loves the feeling of doing everything in the last minute. Apparently, she likes the sense of danger from being at the state of the absolute last minute. That's an interesting hobby, but I will be worried if I need to invite her to fight the final boss with me. Definitely don't want her to drag the fight until the absolute last minute possible. She seems to did something in the past that upsetted a lot of Tang people. So now most people keep their distance from her. I like her witch outfit and the whimsical personality. From the picture, she also seems to hang out at the flower shop and sells flowers. And she has some flowers on her head, so maybe she's one of the easy characters to become friends with in the early game because she will love flower as a gift. And now let's take a look at Cecil. He has an upbeat and naive personality, and from his outfit you probably could already guess his dream is to become a detective. He has tons of curiosities and can turn anything into a case with his power of delusion. I love his personality already. There's definitely will be a cutscene where our main character tries to solve cases with him together. Cecil is also Martin's younger brother, but as he grows older he becomes more distant with his brother. Even though he truly cares for him, the real reason he wants to become a detective is actually to search for his missing parents. I love his backstory and definitely hope in the end he will be able to find his parents. And here's our last female marriage candidate, Beatrice. She's a sweet but spoiled girl from a rich family. She was really sheltered, so sometimes she could become a little detached from the real world, but she actually has a strong sense of responsibilities and is super talented at a lot of things. There is not too much information on the official website released for her, but she seems to dress pretty differently from the rest of the town people. I would guess she comes from the big capital city to this town, and maybe also carry some secret missions with her. And let's look at our last male marriage candidate, Luca. He's an apprenticed carpenter, and his introduction on the official website is definitely intriguing. It says he's a suspicious young man with two faces. It's funny how they introduce him as suspicious straight away. During the day, he appeared to be absent-minded, but at night, he shows his darker and cooler side. I wonder what is his cooler side at night. Maybe he's a secret assassin? That would definitely be pretty cool. And that's all the marriage candidates released so far. Wow, there's definitely a lot of marriage candidates in game. And I love the part that a lot of them are really unique and seems to have some deep backstory or mysterious secrets. I can't wait to know more about them and uncover all of their secrets. I love how many dialogues and cutscenes we usually have in the Rune Factory series. And as always, all the marriage candidates can be invited to fight along with us. Other than the marriage candidates, Rune Factory 5 also seems to have a lot of interesting tongue people with unique designs. I think they did an amazing job with character designs, and I really want to meet and find out more about all of these characters. And I wonder who is your favorite character so far? For me, it's probably Martin. I really like his design and personality. And I definitely hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do and want to see more informational videos about Rune Factory 5, please hit the subscribe button and let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and special thanks for my awesome Patreon donors. You guys really supported me making all these videos. And as always, I'll see you guys next time!